We're here at Rhodes on the Pawtuxet, presented by Russell Morin Fine Catering, and I'm sitting with Maggie, General Manager of this historic building. Maggie, this really is a hidden gem, but tell me, what's the buzz going on now?
So Rhodes is actually going to be celebrating its 100-year anniversary this year.
But where does 1875 come in?
The property dates back to 1875 in the original gazebo that's up the street, but this structure was built in 1915.
Now the name, Rhodes on the Pawtuxet, I always thought that had something to do with Rhode Island.
No, it actually has to do with the original founder, Thomas Rhodes, who was from a predominant family in the Pawtuxet village. They actually originally started doing a clam bake facility and also rented flatbed boats out on the Pawtuxet River.
Aha, and that explains why you're right on the Pawtuxet River, and it really is a beautiful setting,
It is.
by the way. Now, when you come into the lobby, you're a little bit overpowered, and I can't get over how meticulously preserved this building is for 100 years old. I mean, is a lot of it original?
It is. A lot of it is original to the building, and they did a great job preserving everything over the years. The floors are actually original as well, so they're 100 years old.
Now, I couldn't help notice that mural, which goes the whole length of the bar.
It is. Yep, it's a focal point as you walk in, and it actually depicts Narragansett Bay 100 years ago.
What about that little trap door that I see right adjacent to the mural?
So the trapdoor is actually rumored during Prohibition that it may have been a lookout tower for the guests to sort of see if anyone was coming down the road.
Wow. I notice a lot of balconies as you walk around. Now, are those balconies functional?
They are, yes, so we do use them for some of our larger events. On our bottom floor, we can have 1,000 guests, and then to utilize the whole facility, we can seat up to 1,500.
So upstairs would be full service?
It would, yes.
And what if you wanted to have an event that didn't require a sit-down dinner? Can you hold more?
You can, so for our public events, we have a capacity of up to 2,000.
That's impressive. And I know that there are many venues in Rhode Island that can hold 1,000 or 2 people, but I don't know of any with the charm, the history, and the personality of Rhodes on the Pawtuxet. So why don't we take a walk around into the ballroom and meet with Jess, who will plan your next event. So this is the ballroom. This is where it all happens. Dancing, bands, and fine food. Jess, Rhodes on the Pawtuxet, but presented by Russell Morin Fine Catering. How do those two fit?
Well, Morin's took over management of the property in 2010. Being a caterer of food is really our priority, but we're also in charge of managing this beautiful historic venue, so it really is the best of both worlds.
Now, is the food prepared somewhere else and brought here on a truck, or do they do it right here?
Everything is made on site, and our staff actually works in teams of 2 to serve every table. We don't even use plate covers because presentation and quality is very important to us.
So if your client requests white glove service, they get it?
Absolutely.
Now, what kind of food?
Really, we can do a large variety. Being a caterer, this room is really customizable because it's such a blank canvas, so we do many different types of themed events here, so we're able to really create the menus to match these events. Recently, we actually had a hospital gala that did a Soho theme, so we actually had, it felt like you were on the cobblestone streets of New York here.
Oh, cool.
It was very cool. Another event we did for a local nonprofit was a African safari. And it was a very high-end event, but they literally brought in tapestries and you felt like you were in the jungle in here.
Now, Jess, I was speaking with Maggie earlier in the lobby and we were talking about some of the originals. What about in here? What are the originals?
Well, obviously the floors in here are original also. We also have the flag that is behind us that is original to the building.
What's the story behind that?
Actually, it's kind of a really cute story. So it's said that back when we used to hold military balls here, that the single ladies would stand under the flag and the military men used to go over and ask them to dance. It kind of signified that they were ready to mingle.
Oh, how romantic. Well, now we know all about the history of Rhodes and the fact that this building's got charm, personality, we've got great food, and you can customize any event depending on what the client wants. What's left?
One of the key features I think is one of the most special is the fact that we offer exclusivity. So we're only open for one event at a time. You know, we're not a club or a hotel where there's other people mingling around the building. So we're here literally just for you and your guests. So it's a really personalized, individual experience for each event.
And that makes the client special.
Absolutely.
If you want your event to be special, come to Rhodes on the Pawtuxet because the staff here will make your event anything you want it to be.